Hi there. For those of you who haven't met me, my name is Lee Kaznowski and I head up financial mastery here at Ascentis. In that capacity, I thought it would be a useful opportunity for me to take you around your Futurely board, or progress as we call it, which the VFO team will be sharing with you, and this is how we present your management information. So I'll jump straight into it. And a little bit of housekeeping at the beginning. If you want to share or present a entire board, you just jump into controls and click present, and that's what I'll do in this case. So your management information is made up of one board, and on that board we have a number of cards which represent the financial data that you need in order to assess your business. The first one is your profit and loss account. So on the screen here, you can see we measure the previous month and we measure that against the same month last year. If you prepare forecasts for us, we can also compare them against your forecasts. We do it for the month and we also do it for the year to date. On any of these screens, by the way, if you click the little down arrow, if there's a down arrow next to it, it will drill down into a more detailed piece of information. So all the nominal codes behind cost of sales in that case. So all the usual things to look out for here, your turnover, your gross profit percentage, and the main thing is your net income for the month here. The next card is the same report. It's the profit and loss account, but this time it's been summarized on a quarterly basis, and we've also got some chart information for those that prefer a bit of a visual representation. So we've got each and every quarter detailed out and the period variance between each quarter. Very useful for seeing seasonal patterns within the business. The next report is the break-even points. This is a really important piece of information that you need to be aware of. It's taking into account the total overheads. We do this on a quarterly basis as well, and the gross margin that you make on your turnover. That will generate what the break-even point needs to be, in this case, £10,000, and also the gap between the break-even point on your actual turnover. So in this example, the turnover for September is £70,000. So we've got a gap of £60,000. That's represented in the graph here by the light line being above the dark line, and that's always the position we need to be in. If you do give us forecasts again, we'll be able to put them into this card, and it just gives you a very quick flash report as to how you're doing against budgets. So, for example, if the forecast for October in this case was £20,000, we'd be showing at 75% progress today. And again, for those that are now a little bit more established, you can compare your turnover to the same period last year. And this again is a very good, useful opportunity to see those trends in turnover versus previous months and previous years. That takes us on to the balance sheet now. So previously they were all profit and loss related items, and now we're talking about the balance sheet. And this is just a card that shows how much the business owns and how much it owes out. The net assets and total equity position at the bottom represents the value of the business should it shut down at that particular date, so 30th of September 2021 in this case. And we've got some little insight cards against that just help you interpret that data. So the first one we've got is the current ratio. That takes your current assets, your bank account predominantly, and any stock that you held, and compares that against all those current liabilities, what you owe HMRC, your suppliers, and measures that as a ratio. So the key area here is you want to be above 1 so you can meet all your liabilities with your current assets. Taking that a little further, we take the total assets with your gearing report and we measure them against your total liabilities. The benchmark here, if we were to take a property as an example, is 80% gearing, which allows for some stress in the market. And the final card is just a quick flash report into how much cash you've spent that particular month. So hopefully the net cash flow will be positive every month, and you'll see these to the right of the chart and not many to the left of the chart. I hope this helps, but if you've got any questions, please feel free to contact either myself or the VFO team. Many thanks.